And good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. This is Jason with Signature Esports. We are live with the No Limit Racing Thunder Series. Charlotte, this is a draft, so we're going to be doing some fun little ditties going around here. The No Limit Racing Series, currently the Thunder Series is ARCA Chevy Malibus, but we are looking at now next season. Season 2, we're going to be running these Gander Mountain trucks. So right now you are following along with Eric Schaefer, the number 14 out of the Virginia area. Always doing a great job of keeping things on the track, running great times and getting that practicing. Qualifying is going to begin here very shortly, and you're going to see that rocking and rolling as well. So we're going to make some adjustments so that way you can see pretty much everything. We want to make sure you can see everything. So there it is for you. Working on the new overlays for the next season. Pro season coming up for No Limit Racing as well. That's going to start a couple of weeks after the finale for No Limit Racing Thunder. A little inside wall issue. There is how practice turns out. You see that going on. So there's how everybody shakes up. Qualifying about to begin. 5 minutes of qualifying, and we're going to kind of just follow along with some of the drivers as they get out on the track. We will see them. We're going to just follow along with Danny C. Davis real quick. See what he is going to be doing. Danny C. Davis out of Texas in that number 21 Chevrolet right there, that Budweiser throwback scheme. Hopefully here pretty soon we'll be able to have one of our good buddies, Michael Woolley, come in. We're also going to talk with a few of the team owners that are going to be with the No Limit Racing Series, the Thunder Series. They are here to basically recruit drivers, and that is what this race is all about. They're going to run some laps, and it's fun, basically a fun race, but with all seriousness in it. They're going to be working on trying to find drivers for their teams to fill those spots that they need. Of course, money is always on the line. I hope everybody out there is having a fantastic Friday. It is, of course, and always a pleasure to see you all out there. Trying to get everybody in line. So there's the qualifying laps for our good friend Danny C. Davis out there in that number 21 machine. Let's see who else is qualifying. There's 181 of Ryan Dipple out of New York. He is up there. Isaac Mock, buddy, I appreciate you. Good friend. I've got somebody watching from Australia out there. I see you on Twitch. Mr. Daryl Paget out there. 9 Racer 11, I appreciate you following me. Tiny Puppy Toes again following me. Dirt Tracker B2 following me on Twitch. I appreciate that. The more follows I have, the more things I can bring. There it is. Got a follow from Mr. Daryl out there. Thank you very much. We reached all over the United States and outlining countries to as far away as the next day in Australia. He's got a sweet little paint scheme going on there. 154 still out on track, running a lap. That is Gabriel Ellison out of the Mid-South area. For those might hear it in the background, I apologize. I'm listening to the Cardinals play right now as well, so I am a huge Cardinal fan. Right now they're playing the Pirates, first game of the season. Love it. And Tyler O'Neill hit a home run. So, all right, between NASCAR and baseball, you can't be any more in the Midwest right here in the Lake of the Ozarks. Qualifying still underway, and yeah, we're going to be doing good. Currently, the leader in the qualifying session is going to be the 41 of Matt Lovett, Charlotte being one of his tracks that he enjoys. Right now, Gabriel Ellison putting down some times. His speed currently 163 miles an hour. You see the fluctuation as he comes across the stripe right there at 172. Slowing down for the back of him. Luis Lopez doing a burnout there. That Black Crow Chevrolet. There's the 87. Hall looks like he got a little bit in there. Powder Coat Plus, one of the sponsors for the Lucky Dogs, of course, and always for the No Limit Thunder Series. You'll get to see that here very shortly. Caution sponsor, of course, Wise Guy Graphics. Make sure you go to Facebook and look up Wise Guys Graphics if you want a paint scheme done for you inside the iRacing platform. He does it all, so does a great job of keeping track of what we do here, but also has some great paint schemes. So go check him out. He's going to be the sponsor for all of the cautions. And, of course, the Lucky Dog sponsor whenever that happens. Powder Coat Plus is the Lucky Dog sponsor. A little bit about Powder Coat Plus. Make sure you go to powdercoatplus.com. That's Powder Coat, K-O-T-E, plus.com to find out more information about it. But they powder coat pretty much everything. They specialize in high-quality finishes at the best prices. They're located at 2800 South Nova Road, Suite F2, Daytona Beach, Florida. You can also get a hold of them by going to or emailing powdercoatplus at AOL.com. Those guys are absolutely amazing at what they do. Let's talk about who your current leader is, especially the pole sitter once they load in. Shane White out there has got a green flag go symbol. Like it. There's your pole sitter. We watched his laps. The 154 of Mr. Ellison out there. Track information. We are at the No Limit Thunder Charlotte Draft with Signature Esports. Charlotte Motor Speedway, 1.45 miles. That is 1.5 miles. 4 turns. Of course, it's an oval. A little bit about the weather. Air temperature is 79 degrees. Track temperature 80 degrees. Wind speed out of the south. And there it is. Everybody's loading in right now, so we're going to see what happens as they start going. We're going to go over the grid. Right here, your pole sitter, Michael Guidry, after everything kind of lines back out right there. There's the 6 of Michael Guidry. Matt Lovett on the number 41. It looks like he missed the start, but he would have been starting second. In row 3, the 154 of Gabriel Ellison, and then Eric Schaefer is going to be starting in that number 14 machine on the outside of Gabriel. Brian Dublé, the 146, he's going to start inside right there. He's going to be starting inside of Danny C. Davis in the 21 machine. You see him on the outside right there. Russell LePage in the 192, he's going to start 7th. And then Ryan Dipple on the 181, you see him up there in that Pennzoil Chevrolet. He's going to start on the outside. Row 5, Dean Quayle in a number 17 machine, and then David DeFazio, he's going to be out there in 10th. Cordas, number 11, and then Brian Curry is going to start 12th. Benjamin Walters, the 81 machine, 13th. Luis Angel Lopez, Kyle Hall, and then Donald Wooten right there. Jake Elrod, Matthew Jorgensen, and row 10, Josh Klinger, Brian Wirtz. Catch back up with our leaders, get rid of the grid, and there's a few more drivers than that. We went through the top 10, or the top 10 rows, but we are Green Flag Racing right here from Charlotte. My name's Jason, Signature Esports, No Limit Thunder Draft. We're going to talk with some of the fantastic team owners here in just a little bit about what they plan on doing with their teams, but also what they're looking for when it comes to these wonderful vehicles that have going. So lap 1 is a green flag to start. You see the relative running across your screen at the top. The 6 of Guidry out front, the 154 doing a great job over there to try to hold off the 21 on the outside. There is the 14 as well. Gotta pull up here one or two things that I still haven't seen. Getting ahead of myself when it comes to a few things, so I want to make sure I've got it up, so that way I know what I am looking at. Lap 2 underway. Still green flag conditions right here from Charlotte. As the 154 applies pressure to the 6, wants to go up high. Low line, you can see him cross. Underneath the blue, that is, of course, thank you, Mr. Caston. I appreciate it. Untouchable Mike also as well. Doing good things so far. Guidry is not the winner. Our race state is still rocking and rolling. I don't know what's going on with that, so there is no winner just yet. So Guidry in first. There we go. We're going to let it update now. All right, the 154 out front right there. And get everything back to where it's supposed to be. Here we go. There's your ticker. There's your race date. There is that. There's your laps. We're just clicking buttons now, guys. Appreciate you. There's your race leader. There is your ticker once again. Still green flag conditions. Let's go back and take a look at what's going on in the back of here. There's the 80. Coming around the front stretch. The 80 is in P20 right now. As things are shaking up, you see a big group of drivers in front of them. Let's look at Donald Wooten right here. Oh, gets stuck in the middle. And Donald Wooten's clear of it, but a big old wreck behind him. We're going to back up and just take a look at that right there. You see it right there. Someone kind of dove down just a little bit. Let's pause it right there. I believe it was the 99, David Afazio. But we're going to take a look and see it right here. There's, DeFazio got a little bit, a little hard push right there. We're going to back that up one more time. See kind of where that push came from. Right there. Let's look at the far chase cam right here. This is where it matters. So there's DeFazio on the 99. Oh, checks up and tries to go down because of the car that hit the truck that hit the wall right there. So needless to say, sometimes those things do happen. Alrighty, we're going to catch up with the race leader. And there's your race leader of Ellison here in just a moment, as soon as I get back to live conditions. Love what we do over here. Yeah, come on in. Absolutely, you can come on in. tomorrow night. Definitely Saturday Night Fever Racing is going to be there. There's a little bit about the state right there, and I believe I'm going to change that over for you guys, and we're going to put up a different little overlay. I'll be right back with you. I'm going to take a vocal break while we go back, before we go back to green flag conditions here. The race leader out there is the 154, Mr. Ellison. Love the lucky dog. There's kind of the only reason why I put that up there. Apologize about that. All right, so we had to switch a little bit of the overlays so that way I can figure out why my rolling ticker decided it was only going to alternate with the position up there. So there's your race leader right now, Mr. Gabriel Ellison. We're still following along with him. There is that single file rotation so far. Mr. Yost, you can definitely be in here. You make sure you just climb on in. You should be able to be in here. I think you're around here somewhere. I was thinking Michael Woolley might be joining me as well here pretty soon. Let's see if we've got anybody available. Alrighty. Caution summary for you right now. One caution for 3 laps, so it's going to be 5 laps that they complete under caution, and we'll go back to green. So we'll go back to green on lap 11, and when we do, that'll be how it goes. 154 started third. Highest position is where he's at right now. Lowest position is where he started. Fastest lap of the race, 33:09. Has led 7 laps so far of the 10 that we have driven. Top 5 for you right now: Gabriel Ellison, Michael Guidry, Brian Dublé, Russell LePage, and Brian Curry. That's your top 5. Danny C. Davis is right back there, though. All fun things, all fun things. All right. Who's available? Anybody available? Anybody. There they all are. We'll be chatting with some of the drivers a little bit later on if we get a caution. If not, we'll talk to them after the race and how they look forward to the new season with the NLR Thunder Series. As I'm excited. I'm highly excited. The lights are going to go off on the pace car. We're going to go back and go double file here in just a moment. Big old look at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Blunt view of the trucks. As you see, the crowd is in session currently. Can't be mad at them. Can't be mad at them. So if you want to watch an entertaining race, make sure you tune in tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, I've got the Saturday Night Fever Gander Mountain Truck Series. They're going to be at Eldora Speedway, and that's going to be absolutely amazing and insane. Chitty pie, buddy, how are you out there? A lot of the guys out there watching, I appreciate all that. All the feeds, all the talking, all the streams, all of that, it matters in the long run. There's a look at the double file situation going on. As when they come to the line, they're going to have 78 laps to go, 79 laps to go. So, longer race, still 69 laps to go. Long race to still head out of here, so we're going to try to make sure that we keep it green for as long as possible. But simple things like that, checking your spotter, making sure you have nobody down there, that's something that I would look for in my team. So now that the pace car is off, we are going green once again. The 154 Gabriel Ellison getting a huge run on the front. Long look at turn one. May have gotten too big of a run because these drivers are going to catch him quick, fast, in a hurry. Going to be a fun race at Eldora for sure. Send me your recipe. Love the recipe for success. All the way through into the front stretch. 154 of Gabriel Ellison out front once again. A little chopper cam action as you see the 6 of Guidry right behind him. He's going to start applying that bumper pressure. The grab does work here on the backstretch for Charlotte. See the gap right there though. Kind of just being steady. Cody Cox, one of the drivers that we love to see. Here he is right here. All along from the gyro cam right there. The gyro cam. A little blinky-to-blink going on in front of him. From the cockpit. There he is. You see what his hands do as he does them. Coming around into turn 3. He's got that Chevy in front of him. Currently 17th in that 54. Benjamin Walters in front of him. The Cox out of the Virginia area. So what this is it's not just a warm-up for Season 2, it's actually a recruitment race. So what they're doing is we've got team owners out here. They are looking at these drivers and how they drive, and they're looking to recruit for their teams as well. So kind of a little bit of both. And for those who don't know, the No Limit Thunder Series is going from the ARCAs to the Truck Series. So this is going to be the entry-level series for the No Limit Racing Series. And then they've got the Pro Series. It's going to start virtually pretty much the same week. So you're going to be able to see those guys as well racing hard for a whole buttload of money. Back up to the race leader where the 6 is trying to drive across the grass to pass the 154 of Ellison. So Guidry and Ellison right there tight with Brian Dublé right behind him. I'm going to assume it's Dublé and not double because I'm not I've actually never met this guy. So quite a few of these drivers I've actually spoken with, and some of these are new guys. So you're going to be seeing quite a few new drivers here. Lap 17 being completed under green flag conditions. The 154 out front with the 6 of Michael Guidry right behind him. The 146 of Brian Dublé behind him. Brian Curry is pulling in that lead pack, but nice little push right there from the 146. Forces the 6 to get a little bit loose, but does a great job of keeping with it. All the drivers are going to do it. So Charlotte's one of those tracks that the more you drive it, the tighter the thing gets, especially in the trucks. So you can pretty much drive almost full throttle around Charlotte up until a certain point. Back Road Motorsports. We've got Jason BI Racing up there. Appreciate you out there streaming. Hopefully you're going to be in one of these races here very shortly as well. It's Jason Wiley, who's mentioned by Shadow Wolf, Dakota, Ben W, Jason Wiley, and Mr. Shadow Wolf himself. They're going to be in a team for Season 2, Back Road Motorsports. I think that's the name that they settled on, at least that's what they were saying. They want to finish 1 through 4 throughout the season. Tall order, a lot of good drivers. I could see you guys getting some top 10s for sure. But I can't. I definitely can't put anybody out. Biggest mover so far, Dakota Wilson, the number 80 machine, went from 23rd up to 12th. So started dead last and he's moved all the way up to 12th. Doing a great job, and there is the 80 of Dakota Wilson being patient. It's got Josh Klinger right behind him. All right, now I'm currently only showing the top 17 vehicles. That is kind of what I was hoping for right there. We had 20 on the track. Now we have 17, 18, 19 there. That is not a glitch though. So as someone moves up, we're going to see it. The 80 doing a good job of holding the line. The 18 Klinger losing a little bit of ground. He's got looks like Cody Cox trying to make a pass on the inside. The 9 of Corey Doss right there behind him. Benjamin Walters is back there, of course, as well, running consistent times. These guys are about 6 to 7 seconds off the leader. The front 4-pack doing a great job. They are within 0.2 of a second, but I do believe we've got to fight for the lead. Right here, there is the 154. He's got some pressure on the 6. 6 does a crossover move. He was up high. Now he's down low. Coming out of turn 3. The 6 down low underneath the 154. Side draft up to the top. Doesn't have enough momentum to carry, so he's got to slip right back up where he was. Now 154 carrying that midline speed. Doing a great job of holding on to that. Eric Schaefer in there having some communication with a few of the drivers. Got a blinkety-blink going on back there. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We've got Dublay's wife. I thank you very, very much for being out there. I really like your name, Tiny Puppy Toes. That's absolutely amazing. We like to talk about the wives because the wives have to put up with all of this throughout their iRacing fun. It's a bad habit to have sometimes, but it's also a fun habit to have. I think there's a lot of worse things out there that could be taken advantage of. Gabriel Ellison out front still as we look for Lamp 25 to be completed under green flag conditions. Overhead look of everybody as they are coming into turn 1 right here. Let's go back and we're going to take a look at we'll pop in on the 87. Let's see how they're doing right here. Cockpit view of the 87. Look at the hands to see how steady they are. Little wiggle. Got a blink guy up there. There's the 87 of Kyle Hall. Seen him race a few times. Right behind Dean Quayle, the number 17 machine. Dean raced with us in the blue glass. That is awesome. Okay, so you're gonna have to send me links to if you've got videos or anything like that, because I really like that stuff. Support the hubby, gotta do it. Absolutely. 17 of Dean Quayle being chased down by the 87. Ooh, a little bit loose. It seems like things are getting loose right now for all the drivers. Kyle Hall doing a great job. Danny C. Davis is right behind him. Let's take a look at what he's trying to do. I believe I kind of saw it in my relative. He was trying to make that pass. He's going to go to the outside. These trucks getting loose. Ooh, little blink. Don't blink on me. Donald Wooten right there. Oh my goodness, Donald Wooten. You were up on your steering wheel like a grandma in church. Donald Wooten, the 015, right there behind Corey Doss and Josh Klinger. Cody Cox in the 54 passing Donald Wooten. The relative hasn't updated yet. There is Benjamin Walters. Luis Lopez, 11.7 seconds off of the 199. Back up to the leaders. There they are. There's a few more guys now. It updates. David Afazio, 19 laps off. He got a good start. I think his race is pretty close to being done. But we shall see. He is on the track. Another honorable mention out there, Jake Elrod. He does a great job driving. Loves the truck series. Matthew Jorgensen is also a fantastic person. Getting a shout out, Johnny Mateo out there shouting out to Isaac Mock. Make sure that you guys say hi to each other. Let's circle around the track. We've been talking about him. We got to look at him. Mr. Dubois in that very, very dark 146. Caution comes out, and I have no clue why because I was talking. But we're going to see. Looks like Mr. Benjamin Walters goes off track. There's the 18. Oh, the 18 and the 54 get into it, and that is what happens there. Mr. Klinger and that Dark Horse Toyota. There we go. We're going to ride along with the 18 inside the cockpit. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, that's two of them that did that. I don't like that. All right. Let's look at this camera right here. Here we go. All right, so there it is. Right on, a little front end damage right there. Let's see what happens right here. Oh, Cody Cox was on the inside, and just a bad situation and incident for the both of them. High bank. Back that up one more time. We're going to look at the far chase. Here we go. It's kind of tough right here whenever you cross the start-finish line because once you hit that line right there, a little bit of both, and then Donald Wooten got involved, and everything just kind of happened. I don't know how he got it around there either. Eric up to fourth, gotta like it. Everybody doing a great job out there. I believe Klinger's just going to try to make it around to pit road. And he's coasting. I can hear it. He's coasting. Let's see if he gets into pit road. He does. Let's see how far he gets. This is kind of like that, how far will you go? And we're following along with Mr. Klinger and that Black Horse Go Bananas Racing Toyota Tundra. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? His pit stall is coming right up here. I believe he coasted all the way around, and he has now made it into his pit stall, and he got his fast repair. There it is, one fast repair for all of it. There is your race leader, the 154. Looks like Dakota Wilson up there. Somehow it scores him as the race leader. I missed the lead change. My goodness. Benjamin Walters started 13th, is now 12th position. Biggest mover of the race was Cody Cox, but he was wrapped up in there, and now all the way to the back. Actually showing right now the biggest mover of the race is this guy right here, the 80 of Dakota Wilson. So as that stands, if iRacing is correct, and I just missed it because of the pit stops, then you're seeing your new race leader right there. So Dakota Wilson doing a good job of trying to lead some laps out there. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, my name is Jason. I'm with Signature Esports. That is what I do. We also have some things going on with us very shortly. We will talk about those to include our Signature Esports, Signature eNASCAR Cup Series, and then the Signature Wheeled Modified Series that we have. There he goes. There is your Wonderful, 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 wonderful. I have to do it. Lucky dog. Matthew Jorgensen in the number 19. There he is. That is your lucky dog coming around to the back stretch. Getting that lap back. Looks like he got his truck fixed. Things are looking good. Find your beach with Corona Extra. The number 80 of Dakota Wilson up front. All the people that are enjoying the race, I appreciate you very much. Can't hear the Cardinals game now. A little upset. It's okay. I don't have to be upset. All right, Dakota Wilson out front. Your top five: Gabriel Ellison, Michael Guidry, Eric Schaefer, and Brian Dublé. Top five for you. The 154 very strong out front, but the 6 of Guidry has been really applying the pressure to him. And Eric Schaefer doing a good job of being up there. Brian Dublé, of course, working his way up to the front. Danny C. Davis up there as well. Corey Das started 11th, up 2 positions. Ryan Dipple out of New York, he is right where he started in the 8th. 181 right there, Pennzoil Shell Chevrolet. A lot of Chevys out here in this series. He is coming down pit road currently, so kind of wonder what was going on. Dexter Fowler hit a home run, just so everybody knows out there in Cardinal land. Here it is. Started 24th, it shows. 23rd on mine. On my screen over here, but up 23 positions. Dakota Wilson is your race leader right now as we're going back to green here just very shortly. Going to see the pace car dive off up there on your screen. He started in the very back, and here he is again. On the backstretch the cars are. How is everybody doing out there? Of course, I told Michael Woolley that when we broadcast and he's going to be my co-announcer, co-commentator for the Thunder Series. Whenever he and I get up here, we got to come up with a real cool boogity Let's Go Racing Boys and Girls thing for him to do, because he is fire. And Caston is absolutely correct out there on YouTube, letting us know that because the 80 is on the 28 lap tires, how interesting it's going to be and how long he can hold that lead on the restart. And my list of notes of things to do. Let's see what happens when it goes green, green, green right here. Whoa, gets a little bit loose. Maybe that'll be it. The 80 starts out front. Gives a line to the 154 though. Low line for the 80, 154 up high is going to carry that upper momentum, and you're going to see it right here where new tires make the difference. The 80 going to drop down low, almost forces it through wide with the 6. The 14 of Eric Schaefer makes a move on the 6. There is the 154 out front. Long look at the entrance to the trioval where you see 154 take the lead, but now some added pressure as the 14 of Eric Schaefer is going to make a move on the outside. He's going to try to take that high line momentum away from the 154. Side draft, the 6 is going to go right there to the rear bumper of the 154. Absolute fantastic driving. Great restart. Clean restart considering that they had a driver out there on old tires just trying to lead some laps. No doubt hurt the momentum. There's the 6 on the inside of the 14. As you see, things run side by side. From the second on back, lap 38 underway right here. Green flag conditions virtual Charlotte. Motor Speedway, the 14 going to fall in line in front of the 6. Now you have the 154, 14, 6, and the 192 of Russell LePage up there. This is for teams, this is for practice, this is for everything. This is for showcasing that we're going to do no-limit trucks. Out there, Johnny Mateo giving us a little bit of questions going out there. 154, he's got the 14 on the upper part of the backstretch. See who's going to win the drag race off into turn number 3. Turn 3 going very well for the both of them, as the 154 is going to carry a little bit more line momentum, but now we're going to see them use the stripe to their advantage. Side by side, little bump from the 14, 154 right there. Side by side they are racing. 1-2, 154 is going to make that edge on the exit of turn number 2 onto the backstretch. Looks like he was going to try to make a move. Eric going to kill his tire staying like that. You absolutely, yes you will. You will wear them out on the top line, and then you'll just kind of start the fall. That's why being easy, they're going to have to make one more pit stop for tires before this is all said and done. If my math is correct, they've run 10 laps or 8 laps under green condition, 10 laps total on the tires. And being that is the way it's done, very, very, very could likely wear their tires out before it gets to be that point. Fastest lap of the race, though. Touch on that. Fastest lap of the race ran by this guy right here. Brian Curry, the number 25, is now catching the leaders right there. The gap between he and Josh Klinger in 8th is definitely working its way through, having an opportunity to run things down. Brian Curry started in 12th up to 7th. Highest position he had is 3rd. Fastest lap of the race, and his fastest lap, 30.294. So far, that is so far. We still have a lot of racing left to do. But the difference between he and the next fastest lap is run by the number 14 machine, who's currently sitting in 2nd. He ran at 30.299. So you can see how fast these trucks can be kind of right there in between each other. The 6th of Guidry applying pressure to the 14. We might see a pass for 2nd here, which will allow Gabriel Ellison to extend that lead out, being that he's 0.4 of a second off coming into the front stretch right there, crossing the stripe to lead another lap. Speed of Eric Schaefer coming into turn 1. You see how he has to drop hard into that line. He's got the 6 right there on his tail of that Toyota. So Chevys and Toyotas around. You see another position being taken right there, right behind him. It's like Corey Dawson, the number 9, trying to go after, or trying to hold off the 192 of Russell LePage for 5th, or for 4th, but does not have it. So the 9 of Corey Dawson having to hold that high line. He's got the 21 of Danny C. Davis and Brian Curry back there in that 25 machine. Brian Curry caught that field very, very quickly and is running a very nice low line to complete, or almost complete, the pass on the 21. Going to use the draft of the 9 just a little bit right there. You see the 9 kind of splitting the 2. No advantage for anybody on the 25-21 battle right there. The battle for 6th and 7th has now ended up in the favor of Brian Curry, who's up to 7th place, right behind the 9. So there is the 80 with Dakota Wilson now 2 laps down, trying to catch back up. Brian Curry right there on the tail of the 9 of Corey Dawson. Low line pass in between the 80. A great job of keeping things nice and even. There's the 25 in front of Corridas for 5th. Kind of just running everybody down. Lap 48 being completed under green flag conditions. Your race leader, Mr. Ellison, out front. This guy's led a ton of laps. The 80 of Dakota Wilson sat on pit road for a little bit, went 2 laps down, is on that 3-lap fresher tires though, so he is hoping for lady luck to come his way when it comes to the tires. There's Ryan Dipple queuing up, trying to tell somebody what's going on there. There is the 6 trying to go inside the 14. We saw that coming just a little while ago. The 14 losing all that traction. Eric Schaefer falling back. There's the 6 inside and makes the pass. But the impressive story so far, 192 and the 25. They have worked their way up into the top 5, and now they're chasing after the leader. Gabriel Ellison had to fight off the 14 of Eric Schaefer for so long. It might have actually made an impact on his tires as well, because Guidry and the number 6 being patient behind them is falling back, and he's fallen back by 1/10 of a second each lap. You see the speed of Gabriel Ellison as they come onto the backstretch. 170, 175 as they are about to hit into the entrance to turn 3. The 6 saving tires running a midline, not coming down too hard. It's going to use the draft on the front stretch. There is the 192 of Russell LePage out there. There's the 154 with the 6 right there hot on his tail, cooking it down 0.2 of a second behind the gap and interval between drivers, just 1/10 off. Big pass from, looked like the 21. Brian Curry right there. There he is. He's behind the 14. Eric Schaefer, who has fallen from 2nd back to 4th. Tires are very, very precious. Could have listened to it. He dropped like a rock, and that's what he did. But he is on fresh tires. Oh, the 14 gets into the 25 just a little bit. Got to be patient, a little bit loose, maybe off the turn. There is the 25 ahead. So now 4th place has been given up. Eric Schaefer dropping. There is the 80 on the fresher tires, trying to get around the race leaders. Trying to get back a lap so that way there is a chance for a lucky dog situation. First car not on the lead lap right now is Donald Rudin, the 015, the 15. He is out there battling and fighting as well. Race leader's doing a great job though of trying to hold the 80 back in place. Casey Lamar Knighton doing a great job of putting that out there. Thank you, man. For people wanting to own a team to watch and to give those already accepted to the league to race one another, recruiting lobbies will be open right after this race, or some of these races that they do. And we're going to do 2 more of these. I know that for sure. They're going to be each Tuesday from over the next 2 weeks, so we're going to be doing that. Then it's going to be the night that the 25 gets into the wall just a little bit right there. That's going to hurt the arrow on the outside, as the 14 is going to now catch right back up into him and possibly make that a little bit more difficult for him and capitalize on it, as the 25 is going to have some arrow damage on the outside. No doubt going to crinkle the front bumper. All right, so your race leader still Gabriel Ellison. Whoa, the 25 gets loose, slows everybody up. Flag will come out, and we saw it right there. We're going to take a look at what happened as coming around the corner. There was a 14 right behind him. You see the right front damage up there a little bit. At least I can. I don't know if you can. High line running. The 14 gets ahead of steam. Oh, comes up and clips the 25. So the 25 gets turned. Trying to run a safe line, so no doubt going to have to go in and get that fixed. Not wanting to go off the lead lap, and he's going to catch back up with everybody. We appreciate Casey Knighton out there giving us some heads up about what's going on. So everybody going down pit road. Speaking of pit road, there is pit road. Something that worked out a little bit in the 80's favor is that he's going to get a lap back here. But your lucky dog is good old Mr. Donald Wooten. Of course, and always reminder that all of our lucky dog sponsorships are brought to you by Powder Coat Plus. PowderCoatPlus.com. That's Powder Coat with a K. All of our cautions brought to you by Wise Guy Graphics. Wise Guy Graphics on Facebook for all of your iRacing needs when it comes to custom paint schemes. If you want it matte, you want it chrome, you want it all kinds of whatever you want to do, check those guys out. Go and give him a shout. And if you want to be a part of iRacing, make sure you mention my name. It's right there at the bottom. You can do it when you register. You give a referral. This guy likes it. iRacing.com if you want to be a part of one of the fastest growing iRacing platforms. And if you want to be a part of one of the fastest growing broadcast platforms, well, you just let me know. You hit me up. I appreciate everybody out there, all the new follows. Mr. Zemer out there. I know that you were going to follow me. Colin, he does a fantastic job of driving, too. We raced last night, and he was absolutely awesome. You like the graphics? I appreciate that, Chili. I like it too. It was nice, fun work. .154 of Gabriel Ellison out front. And I was going to see if I could find that guy, but I can't. So instead, we can't talk to the 154, but we're gonna talk to the number 6 of Michael Guidry, and you have had an answer for the 154 a few times here, but it just seems like the cautions come out at the wrong point of time. How are you going to make it stick, my man?
It's hard to get around people when the tires get worn. If you go low, you're gonna slide up. So if they stay high, they get the run on you.
So you're going to try to use the high line. Well, this is Jason up at the broadcast booth. I do wish you luck on the restart. At least you're gonna have a lane to pick, and maybe you'll be able to beat him off of that restart right there. You're going to be racing in the new season next year.
Yeah, I will, and I'll sure give it a shot to try to win this one.
Absolutely. Well, good luck on your restart right there, and we look forward to seeing you at the end of the race. Michael Guidry right in the number 6 right there. I'm saying that, actually, before we let you go, I'm saying that correctly, right?
Yes, you are.
All right, fantastic. I have to make sure. I do have to make sure. That is our guy right there. Put him back in the race lobby. Doing a great. Number 6 always looks like he's got a good line. He's got that MG Electric Toyota Tundra trying to move itself to the front, so MG Electric, that must be for his name. Marine 3522. Awesome. Hank Caston. That is Hank. Brian Curry. So you're going to see drivers out there. We're going to be talking about them. And speaking of drivers that are looking for people, Hank Caston is a team owner out there as well, looking to recruit some of these guys. Michael Guidry doing a good job. Gabriel Ellison has led a ton of laps. The 80 waiting for a free pass to get a lap back after he is still 2 laps down. Lucky dog was Donald Wooten in the 015, and he is up from 16th to 14th. Biggest loser right now, Eric Schaefer. And I don't mean loser in a bad way. I mean it in this way. He is the number 14, wrapped up in some of the things that were going on there. He started 4th, and he is currently 13th, so he's lost 9 spots so far. He's got the 015 of Donald Wooten right there, right behind him. Brian DeWay is up there as well. That driver large out of the way. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go 2 by 2. And when we go back to green flag racing, we'll have 19 laps to go. Marine for 8 years, Mr. Hank Caston. Well, hats off to you, buddy. 9 years right here in the United States Army. I do appreciate everything you do and have done, and of course the support that you have right here. Hank Caston, a big sponsor for not just No Limiter Racing and a driver for No Limiter Racing, but also a sponsor of Signature Esports, doing a good job of making sure we're taken care of over here. You did more than push it. Yeah, I did too. We can have conversations about that all day long. We call them crayon eaters or something like that. Yeah, we can do it all day long. Mr. Hank Caston out there, no matter what you said, no matter what branch you serve in, I have my hats off to you. I've served with some of the best and the worst. Well, the lights are back on, so we're extending the caution one more lap, and so we're gonna have a delayed green right here. 154.69, 192.18. So Ellison, Guidry, Das, LePage, Klinger, 5 of them up front. And looks like some fast fixes were used and some clean trucks are out there again. There's the Walt Disney MVP Gander Mountain Chevy right there in front of Klinger at number 9 of Corey Das. 154 out for, so the lights are back off. So as we get back to the backstretch, one more time, Dean. Buddy, you are absolutely amazing, and when you're doing great, someone has to get in your way. Kodas, number 9, is sitting 3rd. Good driver. Like that driver. Like his paint scheme. There he is. Ruled out Kodas, 4th place currently, technically 3rd. There it is. Now it updates. Started 11th, currently 3rd. Fastest lap of the race, 35.12. Very stable, in my opinion, a very stable driver. Likes to try to keep himself out of the mess. Pleasant guy to talk to as well. 192 of Russell LePage out there has been up front. Back up to the leaders, though. We are going green, green, green right here from my virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. 154, big jump. Kind of almost looked too soon, but needed that jump to get out because Guidry is going to have to work his way back to him. Cordas, on the other hand, is taking that inside line with a 192 of Russell LePage, and they are making it work. 3 wide, dives low, hits the yellow, and trying to gain that position before the yellow flag. Let's see what happened there. Not a clue. It's like, oh, the 99 and the 181, or the 81 collect each other right there. Let's back it up. Super slow motion coming up. There it is. Okay, maybe not that slow. So there it is. The 81 has the 199 right there, and gets into that rear bumper. You see it crinkle up, and the next thing you know, hey, get back here! No. All right, back that up just a little bit. Play it forward. There, he crinkles the back bumper. Net codes him up. Turns, rolls him, flips him. Eats his sandwich he had on the dashboard. And that's what happens there. All right. Putting the 81 up into the air. Spinning on his top like a dreidel. And then comes to rest somewhere. Man, that would make me dizzy. I know he landed almost on his wheels. Right about, maybe on his side. That truck can't make up its mind what it's going to do. There it is, up on its wheels right there. My goodness. Incredible. All right, back to it. Up to the race leaders. 154. Corey Doss up there in second place. And he passed the six back in third. He's going to have the inside line to start with the 154. So that might be the answer instead of restarting on the outside of the 154. Ellison's biggest feature is his restarts. I think that last one might have been a little bit touch early, but hey, wasn't called by me. I'm okay. Gets a big lead, gets a big jump, and makes everybody work to him. He did hold off the 14 for a very long time, so good skill. Very, very patient driver there for a while too. So lots to talk about with that guy. Started third. And has been your race leader. Has led 57 of the 65 laps today. And 2 lead changes so far. Let's see who else is out there. Long look at the blimp view. I like this view. I really do. Brian Curry, Hank Caston is calling Brian Curry the 25. Currently he's come up 5 spots right there. So started in 12th position, currently up to 7th. And has worked his way up into the top 5 and was 4th there for a little bit. Or highest was third position. And then he has the fastest lap of the day still with a 32.94. Who else are we looking at here? My pick would be the race winner or somebody that finishes in an odd number. Tight and Loose Motorsports. Hank Caston has the T&L Motorsports. Tight and Loose Motorsports. Hank Caston out there. That is his team. Alrighty. Lights are still on the pace car, it looks like. I'm going to come back in and check with our leader. Gabriel Ellison is up there. Here's the 154. Alrighty. Lights are still on. I got to take a vocal break. I'll be right back with you. Speaking of lucky dogs, guess who's back on the lead lap? That guy right there, the 80 of Dakota Wilson, has kind of gotten himself back up into a situation where he is actually on older tires once again. Everybody else on 10-lap tires. He is on 23-lap tires. The only one with the freshest tires is Donald Wooten, he is on 8-lap tires. So we're going to see that. Shadow Wolf out there, appreciate you very much. Chili Pie. That's your PG version? Yeah, I got you. All right, everything's going to tighten up. We're going to go back to green flag racing. Lights are going to be off on the pace car on this lap because the 80 is your lead lap, or your lucky dog. He's going to have to start at the end of the longest line behind Donald Wooten. Interesting situation, though, because we've got Donald Duck on the outside of Gabriel. The 9 of Corey Doss right there on the outside, and he's good at it. So Corey Doss, from what I've seen in his past races from the ARCA Series to Wheelands, he's really good about his restart. So let's see if he can judge that 154's restart, and hopefully not surpass it. Maybe the 154 doesn't do his traditional fake and bake and burn it out. We'll see what happens here. The 154 started in third. It started at third. Corey Doss started in 11th, so working his butt off to get up there, but does a great job on the restart, though. The 154 out like a lightning bolt. Quick through the gears. The 6 and the 9 are going to battle right here into turn 1 and turn 2. Corey Doss right there on the outside. Going to carry that upper momentum, though, into the backstretch. The 6 doing a great job, though, and might make this pass. There is Klinger in the 18. There is the 192 of Russell LePage. 6 making a harder line. 18 on the inside. Toe tap the wall. There is the 9 of Corey Doss. Falls back just a little bit. Hard to start on the outside of the 154, it looks like. Long look at the front stretch. Into the back stretch. Klinger in front of the 9 of Corey Doss. So he moves himself up to third. There's the 25 of Brian Curry right there. Klinger running hard down into the inside. The 6 right on the tail. Guidry trying to make that line work. Almost 3 wide right there. Notice the tail, the 192 in front of the 20, or the 25 in front of the 192 right there. Everybody doing a great job following the line. Corey Doss falls back 4 spots. But no doubt a long run machine with 10 to go right here. Virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. The biggest question is, can anybody catch the leader? Well, a game of cat and mouse. There is Klinger up there. All these guys on the same type of tire, same lap of tire. It's who's going to wear them out first. 154, 6, 18, 25, 192. That is your top 5 lead right now. The 25 is going to try to make an upline move right there. Caution comes out. My goodness, exciting racing. Now we got to see where it came from. I'm going to back that up just a little bit right there. Let's see. I believe it was Eric Schaefer. That's what it looked like to me. So let's we're going to back that up just a little bit before the caution came out. Apologize about the delay. $14 of Eric Schaefer right there. There he is. Has just some bad luck right there, it looks like. Someone blinked inside of him, it looked like. The 146 was right there. Oh, Mr. Dublé. Looks like we lost a connection for a half a moment. There's the 14. Oh, and he gets turned. Oh, the 146 gets turned, and then the 14. Oh, my goodness. That's how that works. So let's go back. We're going to take I always like to take a look at the far chase view of that. So let's back up. All right, so here's the run coming on the front stretch right there. The 14 going to the outside. Oh, gets right to him. Kind of just turns a little far left. Maybe a hard racing incident right there. And yeah, that's just a shame right there. Definitely a shame. All right, so the 14 on pit road up to our race leader. Currently 7 laps to go. There is the 154 Gabriel Ellison. Nobody's had an answer for the restart. That's the strong suit for the 154. Now he's going to have the 6 on the outside of him. Josh Klinger's going to be on the inside of him. Klinger, no stranger to victory when it comes to truck races. Ran the Not Ready for Sunday Night Racing League, and he and Jake Elrod won several times over there. Top 5, Ellison, Guidry, Klinger, LePage, and Curry. That's your top 5. Danny C. Davis right back in 6th place. That seems to be where I call him a lot. It is not illegal to pay somebody to run on your team. No, it is not. You're hiring them for a position. That's a job. Of course, consult your lawyer or your attorney about everything. I am not legal advice. Make sure you know that. Caston will pay extra for him and just punch Matt in the face and take him. That's funny. Too funny. 3,300 I rating for Mr. Ellison. Airing out the business. 154, the 6, the 18, 192, the 25. That's your top 5. All of your cautions, of course. A caution summary for you. 5 cautions for 24 laps. And getting ready to be the 25th lap. And then we'll go back to green flag racing after that. Wise Guy Graphics, that's your guy. That's who sponsors all the cautions with No Limit Series, especially the Thunder Series. And, of course, your Lucky Dog, which... we had no Lucky Dog here. Not this time. But all the Lucky Dogs brought to you by Powder Coat Plus. Make sure you check out all of our sponsors. Make sure you check out all of us. Big old punch. You'll pay him more and punch you. Never mind. I can't read that. Guidry's I rating. Guidry's I rating is a 22.78. Anybody else? Highest I rating is your race leader. Lowest I rating is just under 1,000. So a big split here, and everybody's running together. Mr. Curry, Brian Curry, 2482. That is his I rating. A-class rater with a safety rating of 3.12. Gabriel Ellison. It's possible. Gabriel Ellison is right there in the lead. 6 of Guidry, and then Klinger at 2,200 I rating. You're welcome, Dakota Wilson. That is your 909 I rating. 909, but he is also a C-Class driver. So considering he's a C-Class driver and he made some good moves like he did, I would say that you've got some guy who likes to drive and can learn from having good teammates around him. 100 messages with Restream chat today, guys. Thank you very much. I got an award, and that means I've earned money. So keep chatting it. Donate to the stream. If you go down on Twitch, make sure you hit the donate button. We donate. You're going to end up donating to the PCs for Drivers, which is where we build PCs, and we send them off to drivers who need them, who want to be a part of the esports platform and continue to do those things, especially when in this time of need, when we need esports as a social platform for connectivity. That is what we do. There it goes, a little checkup from the 154, but the 18 with a run. There's the 6. 4 to go right here from virtual. Actually, I take that back. 3 to go right here from virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. There's your race leader. Race for second's going to be intense. Here it is, 18 of Klinger right there on the tail of the 6. Of Guidry. 3 A-class drivers, 5 A-class drivers in the top 5. 6 dives hard down low. The 154 gives up some room. The 6 gets turned into Klinger just a little bit. Klinger goes up. No caution just yet. 154 out front with 2 to go. That gap is huge. We'll go back and look at that after the tail end of the race as the 18 of Klinger falls all the way back. There is a look at the run of Brian Curry. He is trying to get past Russell LePage, but and he does get past Russell LePage. Do they have anything for the race leaders? They're coming to the front stretch. Now the caution does wave before the leader crosses the line. We are going to go back and take a look at the contact between... Let's take a look at we're going to take a look at what happened right here. Danny C. Davis gets off track. Ooh, back there. There's the 18 of Klinger again. Hold on. I don't know what happened there. Josh Klinger's right there. Actually, this might all just stem for all of it. We saw Josh Klinger get kind of checked up into the wall right there. Here we go. Let's follow along right here. Here is Klinger's lap right here. He's right behind the 6. He's got some good pressure on him. We saw that midline working right there. There's the 25. Oh, a little checkup right there. And Klinger goes up into the wall, stays out of everybody's way, loses some ground, tries to get back up to speed. And let's see what happens. Coming around to cause that caution. He gets back up to speed right here. There's Corey Doss right there in the 9. And... not sure what's happening here. Ooh, gets split, gets pushed. Oh, kind of had his nose in there just a little bit. And that's what caused that. So, some not so bueno issues. But we're going to have our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Tiny puppy toes. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was doing good. Very happy with what he was doing. I couldn't be more happier with it. At least that's from my opinion. Let's go up to our race leader, the 154, still out front. But here's a chance for you guys were talking about Brian Curry and Gabriel Ellison. Here's a chance for both of these drivers. You guys are kind of back and forth on them. A chance for you to see what's going to happen right here whenever they have that restart. The 154 seems like he is just into the gas as soon as that pace car looks like he is into pit lane. Well, Matt and Hank, I can tell you that we can have a good old auction right now. Whoever bids the most money to the PCs for drivers will get them. Absolutely, I appreciate it. Well, if Hank doesn't like my stream, Hank shouldn't have paid for it. That's why I say Hank sponsors my stream. That guy right there is absolutely an amazing dude. Tippy Toes, yes, there are 2 other races. So you're going to get an opportunity to race again. So, absolutely. Oh, I know. I'm totally joking. For those that don't know, yes, I do this. I love doing this, but yes, I do get paid to do this, and it's absolutely amazing. And these guys are absolutely a great supporter of my stream, and we love what they do. Yes, it's going to be great racing. Absolutely. Chili Pie, Marine. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate it. Maybe we can get you guys into the broadcast booth where we can talk about your guys' favorite drivers here after the race, and we can discuss what you saw before we... what you saw with all that. Absolutely. We're gonna have a green white checker here very shortly. We'll get that done, and then we'll make sure we pull you guys in, and we'll talk about what you saw in the race. Definitely want to make sure that we give a big shout out, of course, to Brandon Frontal, who is the president, CEO, owner, operator of No Limit Racing. Without him, we couldn't do anything. And then, of course, Brian Wirtz, who is the guy behind the scenes that's running everything down there. Casey Knighton, one of the guys that does everything. Matt Lovett. And then, of course, my PIC, partner in crime, Mr. Michael Woolley. He's going to be the guy that broadcasts with me later. For those who are not Cardinals fans, you should feel ashamed. They're up. Cardinals are up 3-0 so far. Hank, I mentioned you. I mentioned Matt. I mentioned everybody. Everybody, you guys are all amazing. I like you all. I don't take favorites. Oh man. And Hank Caston. I did say that Hank sponsors the races. He's the one that is my broadcast sponsor right now, Mr. Hank Caston. So if he's out there on Twitch, make sure you follow Mr. Hank Caston, Marine 3522. Oh yeah, you're not on the track. We need to make sure that we pencil in Hank Caston right about here. Side by side, green white checkered. Coming to the front stretch, the 154 thought he got a better jump this time. The 25 was ready for it. Back to green flag, racing with 2 to go. 25 right on the tail of the 154. This was the matchup I was talking about. That 25 of Brian Curry has been impressive all race. And now he's giving some pressure to the 154. He's going to take it to the outside line of the 154. He's going to force him down low. Going to run that up front. Look at that line coming to the front stretch. You're going to see it right here. You might see some beating and banging at the end. Brian Curry leads a lap right there as the 25 is out front. Side-by-side racing for first. You're going to see it right here. The 192, Russell O'Page ready to pounce if something happens between the two as they come around to the backstretch. You're seeing it right there. Side-by-side racing as they come in to turn 3. You're going to see the 192 right there on the bottom. The 154 gets a decent run. There it is. There's going to be a side draft here up into the wall. Oh, they get into the wall. The 154 is going to take it. The 25 was doing a great job. And what a wall touch. You saw it coming. You saw him slide up just a little bit right there, being aggressive at the end. Congratulations, Gabriel Ellison, because, my goodness, Brian Curry would have had that. I believe, in my opinion, if he had held his line, he could have had that out on the front stretch as he led the lap prior. But Gabriel Ellison does a great job of keeping that line not being ramped up. The 192 of LePage comes in second. I believe he might have come in backwards. A little burnout action for you. As you're going to see the 154 celebrate the win right here at virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. Donald Rudin on track. All right, I will be right back with you with your race stats, race replay recap. I'm going to put you on just a small little break and give me 30 seconds. Alrighty, back to it again. Here it is. There's the 154 and the 25 right here. We're going to take a look at, I'm going to try to take that far chase view because I really like that far chase view. There's the 25. This is coming down to where you saw him, and I'm going to back up just a little bit. I think the 154 did a great job of one thing right here, and here's the end of the race. It applies the pressure to force him to stay high and carry that speed. You see how much room he has left right there, and the 25 not trying to get out of it does that, but the 192 finishes second across the grass. The 25 of Brian Curry ends up coming home inside there. So let's take a look at the race results. Gabriel Ellison right there finishes, of course, your race leader. Russell LePage finishes second. Matthew Jorgensen, the number 19, guy to be looking out for. Dakota Wilson, all the way from the back to the front to finish fourth. So that C-Class driver with a 909 really showed some things right there. Donald Rudin finishes sixth. Michael Guidry finishes seventh. Brian Curry all the way back to eighth. Cordas finishes ninth relative to his number, and Brian Dublé finishes 10th. Josh Klinger 6 laps down in 11th. Ryan Dipple 12th. Eric Shaper finishes 13th. Luis Angel Lopez finishes 14th. Benjamin Walters 15th. All the way down to David DeFazio in 20th. And thank you very much for all the guys that you see right there. Those are the guys putting on the show behind the scenes. Always doing a great job, except for Hank Caston's name right now right there. We got to put, hold on. We can probably do the here. Let's do this. I know that I can do this. There it is right there. Hank Caston, your name's up top, buddy. Right there in the very top where it says No Limit Thunder Charlotte Draft, there's Hank Caston. Right there. Just figured I'd let you know. Marine 32 says, or 3522 says, Tiny Puppy Toes, hopefully. Nope, that's fine. We can do that. We can put your Hank Caston. We'll be fine to do it right there. Absolutely. And if you guys want to be a sponsor of one of our broadcasts, make sure you get a hold of us too. Go to Signature Esports on Facebook, and you can hit me up there, and we have sponsor packages as well. Start as little as 10 if you want to sponsor an entire race for the Signature Esports Series. Gets a little pricey, but it's very fun, and we reach roughly about 14,000 people a week, and it's kind of nice, and I like it. All right, so let's do this. Let's go, and we're going to go back to our results one more time. Let's start at the beginning, and I'm going to see if I have these guys available. Matt, are you available? I'm going to make sure that you're available before I, How about you, Hank? Are you ready? Mr. Caston, are you in the Discord? You got it. 10 seconds. Mr. Chili Pie, are you ready? Well, while we wait real quick, I'm gonna throw up my fantastic little Signature TV, and I'll get everybody back with us here in just a second. We'll have a race recap, and we'll talk with team owners about what they saw and what they would like to see in the future. Still waiting on Mr. Hank Caston. Hank was being mean to Mr. Lovett. Well, I'm still on the air, so you can come right in. Bring it right in. Are you still? Yeah, you're still here. Matt Lovett right here. I've got him in the broadcast booth. Where's Mr. Hank Caston at? All right. Yeah, I see him. He's right here inside the room as well. So Matt Lovett, Hank Caston, two team owners right here for the No Limit Thunder Series Season 2, looking for drivers. Tell us exactly kind of what you were looking for in this race. You go ahead and start first. Mr. Hank Caston, on the flip side of that, you had you guys were fighting, of course, in chat over a couple of drivers. Tell me what you were looking for in this race when it comes to drivers.
Hold their lines and everything like that.
Well, as I was sitting here talking, waiting for everybody, and I realized I could hear you, but nobody else could hear you. So I apologize about that. Run through that real quick so everybody can hear what you guys were saying. Matt Levitt, just a quick synopsis of what you were doing, what you were looking for, and then Hank, you do that as well.
All right, I'll go ahead and start. Hank, I don't like you either. I'm just kidding, buddy. Anyways, so we're looking for people that are consistent. We're looking for people that can avoid and know their track of surroundings. They can be able to see a wreck happening in front of them. Basically, out of the Thunder Series, me and Hank ourselves, we have been involved in the Thunder Series, and we're trying to really keep the caution levels down. No one likes to race under caution. You need to be quick, you need to be consistent, and you need to know your track surroundings. You need to know when you can push and when you can't. And that's pretty much what we're looking for, some solid guys to run for us.
Hank, you go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, just to caveat off of that, I mean, I couldn't agree with him more. I mean, honestly, it's not always about the speed. It's about avoiding the crashes because they're going to happen. But we want to keep those incident rates down because, honestly, once this gets going with the Pro Series and everything of that nature, we don't want to have a bunch of guys going in there getting tires because you got to learn how to drive the vehicle. You got to learn how to drive the car. And a lot of those guys did get wrecked out early. Maybe it wasn't their fault. That's why we're having 3 of these series to see actually what their talent level is, if they can hold a line, if they can avoid those crashes, and everything to that level.
So up next, we're going to have it's a Daytona that's coming up next, correct?
Yeah, I believe we've got Dega in Texas. Is that correct?
Oh, Dega in Texas. Yeah, it's Dega. It's Talladega in Texas. So that's going to be next Tuesday. We're going to have Talladega, and then we're going to run Texas the following Tuesday. And all of those, of course, will be broadcasted as well. We'll kind of do the same thing, bring the team owners back in here, try to discuss it. But I wanted to talk about some drivers, of course, you guys were mentioning, but also some drivers that I think that, if I had to pick my team, what would I do with that? So, of course, the race leader led all but 7 laps of the entire race. Gabriel Ellison, good on restarts. Give me your take on this guy.
Gabriel,
Can
I go first? I want to go first.
Yeah, sure. You can go first, Hank. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
So, I was extremely impressed with Brian Curry because he was in the back and he was able to work his way up. So to me, that's stating that he knows how to save tires a little bit. and able to get around people without causing any cautions or anything of that nature. Dakota Wilson was really impressive as well. He made that mistake at the beginning with not taking his tires, but with him not taking his tires, he was still able to not cause an accident while he was up front, and he was letting his guys go by, which shows a lot of patience on his part. Also, the leader, Ellison, he's got a high I rating. As we know, we can't stack our teams. He was impressive, and he could probably beat me on the track. But with that said, with that high I rating, we can't surpass a certain amount of I rating. So that's something to think about as well. And then you got Gentry, who was right there with him pretty much the whole race, and he was at a 22.78, I think he said. So that's something to think about as well. So there's lots of guys out there that I'm really looking at. I got a list. I'm writing them down, and I'm wanting to see what they can do here in the future 2 races.
And speaking of Dakota Wilson, I mean, he fell all the way back 2 laps back, and then, of course, cautions worked in his favor, but he finished 4th. This is a C-Class driver with a 909 I rating. So it's like if somebody were to pick an underdog for your draft, this might be that guy.
Dakota Wilson.
Sorry, Matt.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I just keep interrupting you. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. With a 909, and he was able to achieve what he achieved today is really impressive. So that kind of makes me want to go for him and then pick up one of those higher dogs like the 3200 of Ellison. Because, I mean, there's lots of stuff to think about here. So
the thing about this is Dakota Wilson. He did say, I think he was on older tires there at that one restart where he spun them. Any guy, I've seen this a lot, time and time again, where they're on older tires, they will spin them and wreck the whole entire field. He spun them and was able to get out of the way and not cause a scene, which was very impressive. Because once you start spinning those tires, it's very, very hard to overcome that because the car wants to go right, wants to go left. Gabriel did a fantastic job. He led most of this race. He was able to show signs of saving tires, which, given him, he has a 3,300 I rating. So he does. He's been around quite some time. Corey Doss. Corey wasted his only 2 sets he had, and by lap 25, and still was able to finish 9th.
Yeah, but he was running in the top 4, I think, top 3 or 4. So I think a little touch got him loose.
I'm going to pick up on that the last 2 with Corey Doss. So thanks for sharing that with me, man. I appreciate it, man.
No problem, buddy. He did fairly well. Donald Wooten was up there. He was in the back for a little bit there. He was able to avoid most of the wrecks, and he finished 6th. So that wasn't too bad for him. He did a fantastic job. Matthew Jorgensen, top 3. Charlotte's a hard track. You have to save tires at this track, otherwise you're going to burn them out in 3 laps, and you're going to fall back. So the people that finished in the top 10, they did a fantastic job. However, Hank did say there is some wrecks that happen. Some things are unavoidable. Most things are not. It's racing.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and going back to that specific instance right there, and I actually can go back to all of the cautions, so to speak. It was a nice long run in the very beginning. I say long run. It's roughly about a 9-lap run. Usually, when you see trucks start out at Charlotte, they tend to start out very. I would say it's fast paced, but turn 1, turn 2, it's usually someone's going up into the wall. So it was really nice to see that. Let me get rid of this. I'm actually playing a replay right here. Jake Elrod kind of got into the wall, and that's another guy that if we were talking about early wrecks that happened, a guy that I would put money on to win a race is Jake Elrod. That guy not to mention, yes, he is wearing my logo, but that's besides the point. It's more on the scheme of I've seen the guy race, and once you see the guy race like here, you can pick your team. You can pick that team. His early incident happened, I believe. I'm going to go back and take a look right here. I believe he got up into the wall a little bit. Something happened where he was right there, and it just kind of. And I'm trying to find it right here, so I apologize about it. Any other notables, real quick, while we have everybody on here?
I think I'm all good. What about you, Hank?
Yeah, I'm all good. I mean, it was just one race, and that's why I'm glad that we're having a couple of different tracks for these guys to go to, so that way we can actually evaluate it versus just one race. Different tracks, different scenarios. A super speedway we got in there. We got Texas in there. We had Charlotte in there, and all of those are key, I think, in determining who we're going to pick for our teams.
It definitely is. I agree. Charlotte is a good baseline, as Brian Wirtz always says. He always gets the setups from Charlotte starting out. Dega is going to be a whole, or what is Daytona? Is it Daytona or Dega? Which one? They're both the same.
It's Dega. Well, I mean, they're not. In trucks, they're not the same. Trucks can fit 3 wide really, really, really easily. And Daytona, on the other hand, that's a driver's track like Charlotte is. So, either one that you use, you're gonna end up putting things. You're gonna put people in perspective. It's a super speedway. Things are gonna happen.
Daytona's going to be good for seeing who can actually avoid and keep their car safe. Texas is just going to be a whole different monster. So, like Hank said, I'm excited to see what these guys can do at those 2 tracks.
All right, well, Hank Aston and Matt Lovett right here with the No Limit Racing Thunder Series. These trucks, I'm happy to see the trucks come in. I love the ARCA cars, and we're getting ready to finish up the ARCA Series, but I really like that the truck season is coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of different racing. Trucks run a lot different than the ARCA Series, but it should be very entertaining.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast, man. I can't wait for it to kick off. I can't wait for tight and loose racing to go ahead and take that championship.
We got our 2 team owners right here doing a great job. Hank Aston, Matt Lovett from all of us over here at Signature Esports. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you, Jason.
Thanks for having us, Jason.
Absolutely, those guys doing great things. I want to thank everybody, of course, and always for tuning in. It was when the 14 kind of got turned around at lap 72. Your race winner, Mr. Ellison, right there. Of course, he was one of the fastest drivers up there, one of the highest I ratings in the room, and did a great job. So thank you very much to everybody out there for watching. This has been Jason over here with No Limit Racing, Signature Esports. We've had this draft up here for a little while, and it is now complete. Draft 2 for the No Limit Thunder Series Season 2 is going to be next Tuesday, right about the same time, same bat channel. If you need any more information about the No Limit Racing, go to NoLimitRacing.net, and you'll be able to check out all the drivers and the information right there. Follow them on Facebook, No Limit Racing, which is where we're broadcasting right now. Of course, Signature Esports on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.tv/JL Follow. Hit all of those platforms. We've got a bunch of YouTube channels. We've got a bunch of things going on right there. I know it's confusing, but definitely get over there and check them out. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Share all that stuff. Buy all the merchandise that we have out there. We love you. We appreciate you. And we will see you tomorrow with the Saturday Night Fever Gander Mountain Truck Series. If you like trucks tonight, tomorrow we're going to be at Eldora. It's going to be fun.